Stop walking. I know how dramatic that sounds. Walking has been praised for decades as the safest, healthiest habit for older adults. Doctors recommend it. Communities design programs around it. Millions of seniors rely on it as their primary form of movement. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If walking is the only exercise you do after age 65, it may not be protecting your strength at all. In fact, it could be quietly allowing your muscles to weaken year by year. After age 60, the body undergoes a biological shift known as anabolic resistance. This means your muscles no longer respond efficiently to low-effort activity. Movements that once maintained strength, like casual walking, no longer send a strong enough signal to preserve muscle tissue. Research published in the Journal of Physiology shows that older adults can lose 1 to 2% of muscle mass every year, even if they remain physically active. This explains something many seniors find confusing and frustrating. They walk daily. They eat reasonably well. They care deeply about staying healthy. Yet they still struggle to rise from a chair, climb stairs, carry groceries, or regain balance after a stumble. This isn't laziness. It isn't lack of discipline. It isn't just getting old. It's biology. Walking is excellent for the heart and circulation, but it does very little to challenge muscles, joints, or the nervous system in a way that preserves strength and balance. It keeps you moving forward, but it doesn't teach your body how to push, stabilize, or catch itself when something goes wrong. And after 65, those abilities matter more than step count. What your body truly needs now isn't more distance. It needs specific signals, movements that remind your muscles they are still required, that your joints are still trusted, and that your brain still controls your body with confidence. That's why so many seniors feel active, yet fragile. They're moving, but not training the systems that protect independence. The good news? You don't need a gym. You don't need weights. You don't need an hour a day. In the next part, I'll show you the first simple movement, inspired by Japanese longevity practices, that directly rebuilds leg strength, restores confidence, and predicts independence better than walking ever could. Backhand index pointing right. Stay with me, because this first exercise may determine how long you stay independent. The first movement looks almost too simple to matter, but it's one of the strongest predictors of independence after age 70. It's called the invisible chair. This exercise is inspired by traditional Japanese standing techniques that emphasize calm strength under control. Unlike fast or repetitive movements, this one focuses on stillness with purpose. Why does that matter? Because lower body strength, especially in the quadriceps and glutes, determines whether you can live independently as you age. In fact, the inability to stand up from a chair without using your hands is one of the earliest warning signs of frailty, according to the National Institute on Aging. The invisible chair targets exactly that ability. It's an isometric movement, meaning you hold a position instead of moving through it repeatedly. Studies show that isometric exercises activate muscles and nerve pathways more efficiently in older adults, especially the fast-twitch muscle fibers that decline first with age and are critical for preventing falls. Unlike walking, this movement forces your hips, knees, ankles, core, and brain to work together, strengthening not just muscle, but control. And because there's no bouncing or impact, it's gentle on the joints. Here's how to do it safely. Stand in front of a sturdy chair or wall with feet about shoulder width apart. Slowly push your hips back as if you're about to sit, but stop just 1 or 2 inches above the seat. Hold this position for 5 seconds. Feel your thighs engage. Feel your core tighten. Then press through your heels and stand back up slowly. Start with 5 repetitions, resting between each one. Over time, work toward 2 or 3 sets, 3 times per week. If your knees are sensitive, place a cushion on the chair or reduce the depth. The goal is not how low you go, it's consistency and control. Culturally, this reflects the Japanese principle of small daily rituals done with intention. One slow squat doesn't look impressive, but over weeks and months, it rebuilds strength at a cellular level. More importantly, it restores confidence. The confidence that says, I can stand up. I can move without fear. I'm still strong. And that message reaches far deeper than muscle. Backhand index pointing right in the next part will train the upper body, because strength isn't just about lifting, it's about protecting yourself when life knocks you off balance. Upper body strength after 65 isn't about vanity or lifting heavy objects. It's about self-protection. It's what allows you to push yourself up from bed. Catch yourself during a stumble. Brace during a fall. Open heavy doors. Stand back up when life knocks you down. That's why the counter push-up is so important. Wall push-ups are often too easy to create meaningful strength. Floor push-ups are often too demanding. Counter push-ups sit perfectly in between, providing just enough resistance to activate the chest, shoulders, triceps, and deep core muscles without straining the wrists or shoulders. According to the American College of Sports Medicine, resistance training for the upper body significantly improves mobility, posture, and balance confidence in older adults. But there's something even more important happening. After age 60, we don't just lose muscle, we lose neuromuscular coordination. The brain becomes less efficient at communicating with muscles. The push-up pattern retrains this connection. Each controlled repetition strengthens the message between brain and body. I know how to push. I know how to stabilize. I know how to protect myself. Here's how to perform it. Stand facing a sturdy counter or table about hip height. Place your hands shoulder width apart. Step your feet back slightly so your body forms a gentle diagonal line. Lower your chest toward the counter over 2 to 3 seconds. Then press back up smoothly. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions, rest, and complete 2 or 3 sets depending on comfort. Perform this 2 to 3 times per week. If it feels too easy, step farther back. If it feels too hard, step closer. This isn't about pushing harder, it's about pushing with intention. In Japanese movement philosophy, strength is elegance. Controlled movement shows respect for the body. This exercise isn't just physical, it's a reminder that you are still capable, still present, still valuable. And now that your upper and lower body are waking up, there's one final system we must train, the one that determines whether you fall, or catch yourself. Backhand index pointing right in the next part, will train balance in the direction most people never practice, backward. Most falls don't happen forward. They happen backward or sideways. Yet almost every common exercise trains forward movement, walking, stair climbing, cycling. That leaves a dangerous gap. The step-back lunge with chair support fills that gap. This movement strengthens the posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings, calves, while retraining proprioception, your brain's ability to sense body position and make split-second corrections. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related deaths among older adults, according to the CDC. Training balance before a fall happens can be life-saving. Japanese longevity programs emphasize slow backward stepping for this exact reason. Moving backward teaches the nervous system adaptability. Calm response. Recovery. Here's how to do it safely. Stand beside a sturdy chair or counter. Lightly hold it for support. Step one foot straight back while keeping your torso upright. Bend the front knee slightly. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds. Press through the front foot to return to standing. Switch legs. Start with 6 repetitions per side, complete 2 rounds, 2 to 3 times per week. You don't need depth. You don't need speed. You need control. This exercise trains your body to say, I can adjust. I can recover. I'm not fragile. Before starting any routine, consult your doctor if you've had recent surgery, severe joint pain, dizziness, or neurological conditions. Use support. Start small. Pain is a signal to stop, effort is not. Strength after 65 isn't about pushing harder. It's about moving smarter. In Japanese longevity culture, there's a concept meaning, your reason for getting up each morning. Movement done with intention becomes part of that purpose. One gentle squat. One controlled push. One steady step back. That's how confidence returns. That's how independence is protected. Backhand index pointing right. If this resonated with you, leave a comment saying, I took the first step. And keep watching, because what you do next could change how strong you feel for years to come. Before you go, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not weak. You are not late. And you are not past your time. Your body isn't failing you, it's waiting for the right signal. Strength after 65 doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing what matters, calmly, consistently, and with intention. One controlled squat. One mindful push. One steady step back. That's how independence is rebuilt. That's how confidence returns. That's how fear slowly loses its grip. If today is the first day you've moved in a while, that's okay. If you only did one repetition, that's enough. Because starting is not small, it's powerful. I want you to leave a comment below and write. I took the first step. I read every single one. And when you're ready, look on your screen right now. You'll see more simple, science-backed movements inspired by Japanese longevity practices, designed to help you stay strong, balanced, and independent without gyms or equipment. Take your time. Choose what feels right. And remember, you don't have to be fast. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. And if no one has told you this today, you're stronger than you think.